Kejriwal government has come up with a diktat, I would call it, or an order, I would call it, that asymptomatic. Now, do you agree, Dr. Sinha, that do you believe asymptomatic patients need to be tested? Basically, I mean, do you agree with the decision?
I know a couple of hospitals have been marked that they were testing asymptomatic patient, but my opinion and the scientific opinion, I think, seeing the nature of the disease and the problem and the way it is spiking, the asymptomatic patient need to be tested. I tell you why. Uh, First of all, suppose if any hospital, unless it is said that yes, this hospital is COVID hospital, the staff as well as the clerk, as well as the sister and the doctors and the nurse, everybody is COVID positive. Till that time, we have to test, because somebody which is COVID positive and somebody COVID negative is very important. Like I am a neurosurgeon, and tomorrow I have to do some neurosurgical procedure, and I don't want to test because the patient doesn't have cough and fever, but he has to undergo neurosurgical procedure. And it has been scientifically proved that if that patient is a carrier, he's asymptomatic, these patients are from 25 to 40% chance of deterioration post-operatively, going on ventilator, and at the same time they are infective. They will infect our other healthcare workers. They'll infect the other patients. They'll infect the other attendants. So if you ask anybody, any patient, in fact, I have asked also that do you want to undergo this test before going for neurosurgical procedure? All of them have said that yes, doctor, we want to undergo this test. So what is the harm in doing asymptomatic patient testing?
So
Because
let me come to you, Akshay, with that question. What
one
is
more
the
point,
harm?
one more point. Sorry,
Yes,
I'm interrupting. One more
please.
point. And we have all been listening. WHO as well as USA, Korea, all were saying test, 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 and we also started saying that time we didn't have sufficient kit, but we started saying yes, test and test and test. It suddenly test and test, and suddenly it has a full break, no test. I mean, how it has happened? I just want to know that. Why no test? It is
Okay,
like
so
today
Mr.
only
Mahathir.
Brazil announced that they are not going to give any official data. So we are going towards that maybe.
Adri, allow me to come in.
Yeah,
Let
yes,
me
Akshata.
first point out that Dr. Sinha happens to be from Gangaram Hospital, against whom the Delhi government has had to file an FIR for violating ICMR guidelines about testing. They were not
Yeah,
reporting.
please tell in detail what was the violation.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, no,
There
please,
is an
but tell in detail.
RT-PCR.
Please
There is
tell
an
in detail,
Dr.
because
Sinha.
FIR word is being
Dr. Sinha, this
overhyped.
can carry on. This can carry on once I'm done speaking. Let me just finish
Right.
what I'm saying. Uh, all labs in Delhi, all labs in India are required to post every single sample and test on an app called the RT-PCR app. That
Right.
RT-PCR app is what governments use to track positives and to track where a person has been tested, what is their phone number, what is their address. So tomorrow, if a test comes in from Gangaram Hospital and it has not been entered into the RT-PCR app, it becomes extremely difficult for the government to actually track what the person's address or the phone number is. Yes, they do share their reports through email and through other mediums, but for us as a government, when we are receiving thousands and thousands of test reports every day, if one lab chooses to not follow ICMR guidelines, it becomes extremely difficult. So, as a violation of the ICMR guidelines, Gangaram Hospital has been penalized in the form of an FIR, and let that case proceed according to the whatever the law is. But about the testing statistics, let me point out to you, Aditi, that Delhi's tests per million is currently at 12,000. It is three times of the national average and thousands of tests more than any other state of a comparable size. Point number two is, even when people have been saying that Delhi
But
has stopped testing, Delhi is actually processing more than 5,000 tests per day. Compare that to any other state. How many is UP processing? 8,000, 9,000. UP has
fair
10
enough,
times.
Akshay. But right
UP
now,
has
okay,
10
I'm not.
times more people who live in this state than does Delhi. How is it that UP, Haryana, Gujarat, Punjab, Maharashtra are not held to the same standard as Delhi is? Point number three, when Delhi says that do not test asymptomatic patients, all that we are doing is adding one more clause to the ICMR guidelines. ICMR guidelines also, mind you, say very categorically, do not test asymptomatic patients who don't have direct and high risk contact with a confirmed corona patient. So anybody, any asymptomatic patient who comes up to a lab and says they want to get tested will not get a test under the ICMR guidelines. All that Delhi government has done is it has added one more point to that, where it says that even if you are a direct and high risk contact, you will be tested only if you have influenza like illness symptoms. I do not understand how that is so different from the central government's guidelines, that it has created this furor
I
and hysteria among a certain section of labs and private hospitals.
Manish Sisodia tweeted a couple of hours ago, Akshay, that there's going to be a high-level meeting tomorrow where they are going to check for community transfer in Delhi. My question to you really is, and also to Dr. Sinha, is that how do you ascertain community transfer if you're not testing asymptomatic patients?
What constitutes community transmission is something that only a doctor can or an epidemiologist can actually define. But we suspect that Delhi has indeed entered community transmission, and that is what tomorrow's SDMA meeting was about. And I hope, in the absence of the chief minister, also with Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia attending that meeting, we will be able to decide on that. But like I said, that is something for epidemiologists to confirm.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
Dr. Sinha?
you're right that epidemiologists can confirm, but let me tell you, as a medical personnel, that unless we catch, see, always the dictum is that prevention is better than cure, and asymptomatic or pre-symptomatic testing is nothing but a one of the step of prevention. Because if I get positive, I go for surgery, I take all the precautions, wear everything, but in spite of that, I can get positive. If I get positive, then I will try not to spread it to the other members of the community, and it is my responsibility that time to isolate me. Now I know that initially, in the initial period, all the isolations were in hospital or somewhat else. Now there is a home isolation. I welcome that. Everybody should be responsible. We should not, just go to the hospital and overload the hospital. We should do some home isolation. So if we are dreaming towards that, then how can we say that no testing for asymptomatic or pre-symptomatic patients?